Before you scroll, this message is not for everyone. But if you feel a pull to stay, listen carefully, because this may be something God specifically wants you to hear. I heard this clearly. Do not return, it's a trap. This message came through a spiritual impression and a series of visions. And I want to share it with you in a way that brings clarity and not fear. Because when God speaks, He leads with wisdom and protection. I saw a scene unfold. There was a man watching a woman from a distance, and I heard a voice say, "Look at him, the way he is looking at her." It wasn't just observation, it carried intention. I asked for an understanding, and what came next was symbolic. I was shown a familiar face, someone known for portraying a wolf, and the message was simple. He's a wolf. Not literally, but spiritually symbolic. This represents someone within your circle, someone who appears normal, even friendly, but inwardly does not have pure intentions towards you. This isn't meant to make you afraid. It's meant to make you aware. Not everyone around you is aligned with where God is taking you. And sometimes the greatest distractions don't look like enemies. They look familiar. Then the scene shifted. I heard two voices. The first voice said, "My daughter is involved." The second voice responded, "And my daughter is involved." The second voice carried authority, peace, and finality. And the understanding came. The voices represented two opposing kingdoms, one of confusion and the other of truth. And you, the viewer, were represented as the daughter connected to the voice of light. What this revealed was powerful. There has been attempts, plans, intentions, words, but they were intercepted. God stepped in, not loudly, not dramatically, but decisively. The second voice overrode the first, and what was meant to reach you was stopped before it ever could. I then heard a man speaking, almost in realization. It's not going to be okay, not for you and not for me. There was an understanding that whatever had been intended was no longer going to succeed because God had already made a decision. This part is important. Sometimes people continue in actions even after being warned, not because they don't see the truth, but because they don't want to accept it. But when God sets a boundary, it is not something that can be overridden. And this brings us back to the beginning. Do not return. Not out of fear, but out of wisdom. If God has been pulling you away from something, a place, a person, a situation, trust that. Because what looks unfinished to you may already be closed in the spirit. You're not being isolated. You're being redirected. You're not being blocked. You're being protected. And what God keeps you from is just as important as what He leads you to. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I hear you. And if you feel led, share this with someone who might need it. Subscribe for more messages like this. And take a moment today to sit in stillness and listen. Shalom.